Good morning, everyone. So today we'll start Act 1, Scene 1 of The Tempest. First, let us know the characters in the drama. First, we have Alonso, the King of Naples. Naples was a province in Italy. Ferdinand was his son. Now, Sebastian, brother of Alonso. So these are three group. These are one group. Sebastian, brother of Alonso, got Prospero, the rightful Duke of Milan. That means that was this person should be the Duke or the King of Milan, but he was banished by his brother Antonio, his brother, the Duke of Milan, the present Duke of Milan. He threw his brother away from his kingdom. Gonzalo, an honest old counselor. Adrian and Francisco, lords. Trinculo, a jester, means a fool or a joker. Stefano, a drunken butler, almost a servant. Master of a ship, boatswain and mariners. These are other characters. Caliban, a savage and deformed slave. A servant, a bound servant. Caliban is done. Miranda, daughter of Prospero. Ariel, an airy spirit, a ghost. Iris, Ceres, Juno, Nymphs, and Reapers, presented by Spirit. These are all ghostly characters. Scene 1. On a boat, a ship at sea. Afterwards, various part of an island. Act 1, Scene 1. The play opens with a shipwreck. That means the destruction of a ship. The passengers are distinguished personalities. They are special characters. They include Alonso, the King of Naples, Sebastian, that means the brother of Alonso, Antonio, the Duke of Milan, Ferdinand, the son of Alonso, and Gonzalo, an honest old counselor, and others. A furious storm is blowing together with the noise of thunder and lightning. There seems to be no hope of survival. Most of the passengers are screaming and shouting in desperation. The storm, representing chaos, violence, and disrupting, gives the play its title. So, the opening scene gives the play the title The Tempest. A furious, a terrible storm in the sea. Now, this storm is actually man made by Prospero with his magical powers and with the help of the spirit, that means ghost, named Ariel. He has presented this particular storm in order to trouble his brother who banished him from his kingdom, Milan. Next, Scene 1. On a board, a ship at sea. On a boat, a ship at sea. Just a minute. Enter master. Enter master. And boatswain. Now, boatswain means an officer of merchant ship. An officer of merchant ship. Second, we have master, the commander of a merchant ship. So, we have commander and an officer. And mariners mean the sailors. So, here you go, we will start with the first part of this drama. Now, first it is written master, boatswain. Master is calling to boatswain. Here, master, what cheer? Means, I am here, sir. Here, master means, I am here, sir. What cheer? What cheer means, how can I help you? Or how can I make you happy? How can I make you happy would not be the perfect paraphrasing. Better let us take, how can I help you? Master, good, speak to the mariners. Fall taut yearly, or we run ourselves aground, bested besties. It is written good. Who is good? Boatswain. You write, my good friend. You will write, my good friend. Speak to the mariners. Just inform the other mariners. That means just give the other sailors a warning or one notification. So, speak to the mariners means notify the other mariners. Fall taught yearly. In your book it is written, start doing the work. Which work? Which work to be done? That means to keep the boat safe from that violent storm. That is the work to be done. As it is written in your book, start doing the work. So, start doing the work of protecting the ship. Start doing the work of protecting the ship. Fall taut yearly, or we run ourselves aground. Or what will happen? Do it fast, do the work properly, just take care of the boat, or we will be shipwrecked. Or we run ourselves aground means we will be drowned or we will be shipwrecked. Bestir, bestir. What is the meaning of bestir and bestir? Two times bestir. Bestir means fast or hurry. You can write hurry up, hurry up. So, go speak to the mariners means just notify or inform the mariners. And secondly, fall taut yearly means let us do the work as quickly as possible and diligently. Or what will happen? If we don't take care of our boat, then we run ourselves aground means all the people will be shipwrecked. That means will be drowned due to the destruction of ship. Shipwreck means the destruction of ship. Bestir, bestir means hurry, hurry, or hurry up, do it fast. Exit. Who exit? The master. That means the commander of the ship. Boatswain. Enter mariners. Hey, my hearts. Hey, you write the term, instead of hello, we will write come on. My heart means my men. He has so cordial relation with these peoples, he called these men his heart. This is showing the relation between an officer, a captain, and the boatsmen or the sailors, an integral relation. So he is calling my heart, that means my men, my dutiful men, my honest people, my honest worker. Cheerly, cheerly, my hearts. Year, year. Cheerly, cheerly, my heart. It is written here heartily. It is written heartily. That means do the work heartily, or that's the way to do the work. As it is written in your book, hey means a form of encouragement. You can write come on. Instead you write come on. Then it is written cheerly, cheerly, my heart. That means heartily. My heart means my brave sailors. That means do the work from your heart, using your heart, from the core of your heart. My dear sailors, that means they are in very devastating situation. They are going to be drowned. They are going to die. And at this particular situation, what was needed? A pure work from heart, cordial work is required. Take in the topsail. Take in the topsail means previous days the ships were filled, propelled and pushed forward by the wind, and what was required? Sails. The topsails used to get the maximum amount of wind and the ship used to get forward. So first thing what was needed was to take the sail off so the storm cannot throw the ship away, because when it storms the topsail will speed up the boat or the ship and the ship may get destroyed very quickly. So, first thing is needed to pull down the canvas or the sail. So, what is written? Take in the topsoil. You can write put up the topsoil, topsail. Exeunt mariners. The mariner exit. Now next, tend to the master's whistle. Tend to the master's whistle. That means listen to the master's whistle means order. Tend to means listen to the master's order. That means listen to me the way I am going to direct you in order to safeguard ourselves. So, here we are going to see a conversation that involves the protection of the ship, the hard work of the mariners and the master as well as the boatswain. Next, blow till thou burst thy wind. Blow till thou means you, burst, thy wind, you wind. Wind means here storm. Blow your heart out, storm. They are not afraid of the storm. He is threatening, he is challenging the storm to be faster, to be more powerful, so that they can have a better fight with the storm. These are the boatsmen, they are the mariners, they are very much habituated with the storm. So, they are not at all afraid of all these things. Next, if room enough. As it is written in your book, it is written so long as we have sea room. Means enough space to maneuver the ship without getting stuck in shallow water. Shallow water means the depthless sea, where the sea is not deep. In such places, it is very difficult to take the ship forward, because the lower portion of the ship get stuck to that place. As you have read in previous year, Merchant of Venice, Antonio's ship got stuck in good wind, a shallow, a flat. So, here also they are not at all afraid till the ship reaches any flat or any sandbank. So, what is written? It is written here, just a minute, it is written, tend to the master whistle, listen to the order of the master, blow till thou burst thy wind. That means blow the wind. We are not afraid of the storm, they are not at all afraid of the storm. So, he is telling the storm to blow faster. So long, and it is written if we room enough. So long, blow so long, still they have room to avoid running aground. Till the ship is going to be totally broken, they are not afraid. Till the time of their death, they are not going to be afraid. They believe in one and singular death. They will not die before their death. That means they will not give up. They will not give up before their death. They will fight, they will work hard till the ship is going to reach the seabed or the ocean bed. That means going to get drowned. Blow till thou burst thy wind. That means, again I am going to repeat, means blow your heart out, storm. Burst means let the wind blow as fast as possible, as terrible as possible, but they will not stop working, they will not give up till the ship is going to be totally destroyed. So, this is showing the positive attitude of these people in the ship. Enter Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand and Gonzalo and others. So, this is the first part of our study. If you have doubt in, kindly ask me in comment section as well as via WhatsApp. I will provide that one on the screen. First of all, go through the video properly. Each line is explained, each word is explained. Try to write down what is explained and send me the writing. If I find any error in it or if I find any kind of difficulty you have in it, I will surely rectify that one. So, go through the video properly. Hope it will help you surely.